Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the English Learning Podcast. I'm Jason, and I'm so excited to have you with us today.
And I'm Julia. Hi, everyone. Today we have a very special topic, how to become fluent in English speaking in 2026. Yes, it's possible, and we're going to show you exactly how.
Absolutely, Julia. Many learners feel stuck in English. They know some words, maybe some grammar, but they can't speak confidently. And that's what fluency is all about, speaking English naturally, clearly, and with confidence.
Exactly. And the good news is, fluency is not about being perfect. It's about communicating your thoughts and ideas clearly, practicing every day, and using the right techniques. Today, we'll share simple steps that anyone can follow, whether you're a beginner, intermediate, or even advanced learner.
And the best part is, these steps are practical. You don't need to spend hours studying grammar or memorizing difficult words. You can start today, and little by little, you'll notice your English getting better.
By the end of this episode, you'll know exactly what actions to take to speak English more fluently, and we'll also share tips on how to stay motivated and confident while learning. So, if you're ready, let's dive in.
Let's do it. Remember, it's not about being perfect. It's about being consistent and enjoying the journey. So, grab a cup of tea, sit back, and let's talk about becoming fluent in English in 2026. All right, Julia, before we jump into tips and techniques, I think it's important to talk about what fluency really means. Many learners think fluency is just knowing a lot of words or perfect grammar. But that's not true.
Yes, Jason. Fluency is more about being able to speak comfortably and naturally. It's about expressing your thoughts without stopping too much, even if you make small mistakes.
Exactly. A fluent speaker can communicate ideas clearly. You don't need to know every word in English or speak like a native. The key is communication being understood by others and understanding them.
And another important point, fluency is also about confidence and flow. When you speak fluently, you don't get stuck thinking about grammar or translating from your native language. Your words just come out naturally.
Right. And fluency doesn't mean speed either. Some learners think they must speak fast to be fluent, but actually, speaking slowly and clearly is better at first. The important part is that your speech is smooth, understandable, and natural.
So, to sum it up, fluency is speaking naturally and clearly, communicating confidently, and expressing your ideas without overthinking grammar or translating.
Yes, and the good news is, fluency is something anyone can achieve with the right practice. In the next sections, we'll talk about step-by-step techniques that will help you speak English fluently in 2026. All right, Julia, let's get started with our first step, building a strong vocabulary. Vocabulary is the foundation of your English speaking. If you know more words, you can express more ideas.
That's right, Jason. But here's the thing, many learners make a mistake. They try to memorize long lists of difficult words all at once, and honestly, that doesn't work very well.
Exactly. Instead, start with simple and useful words that you use in daily life. Words about your home, work, hobbies, food, or daily routines are very practical. You'll use them every day so they stick in your memory.
And another tip is to learn words in context, not alone. For example, instead of just memorizing the word eat, learn the whole phrase, I eat breakfast every morning. This way, you learn how to use the word naturally in a sentence.
Yes, and try to review your words regularly. Just 5 to 10 minutes every day is enough to make them stay in your memory. You can write them down, make flashcards, or even use apps to practice.
Also, don't forget to use new words immediately. If you learn a new word today, try to speak it in a sentence, text it to a friend, or say it out loud to yourself. The more you use it, the faster it becomes part of your speaking vocabulary.
So remember, building strong vocabulary is not about learning thousands of words at once. It's about learning the right words in context and using them every day. That's how your vocabulary grows naturally.
Exactly. And this is the first important step toward fluency. Once your vocabulary grows, speaking becomes easier and you feel more confident.
All right, Julia. Now that we've talked about building vocabulary, let's move to step 2. Listening actively. Listening is one of the most important skills for fluency.
Yes, Jason, listening is more than just hearing words. Active listening means really paying attention, understanding the meaning, and noticing how native speakers speak their tone, speed, and expressions.
Exactly. And in 2026, we have so many tools to help us. You can listen to podcasts, watch YouTube videos, or even use English apps that let you hear real conversations every day.
Here's a simple tip. When you listen, try to repeat what you hear. For example, if a speaker says, "I'm going to the market," you can repeat it aloud. This helps your brain get used to natural English rhythms and sounds.
Yes, and another tip is to listen to short sentences or phrases first, not long speeches. Focus on understanding and imitating. Over time, your brain will start recognizing patterns and new words will stick more easily.
And don't worry if you don't understand everything. Even listening without understanding 100% is very helpful. Your brain is still learning the sounds, flow, and sentence structures of English.
So remember, active listening is about paying attention, repeating, and practicing regularly. The more you listen, the easier it becomes to speak naturally.
Exactly. Listening every day, even for 10 to 15 minutes, can make a huge difference. It trains your ear and helps your pronunciation, vocabulary, and confidence grow together.
All right, Julia. Now we come to one of the most important steps: speaking every day. Listening and learning words is great, but you only become fluent when you use English in real life.
That's right, Jason. Many learners are afraid to speak because they worry about making mistakes. But mistakes are actually a normal part of learning. The more you speak, the faster you improve.
Exactly. You don't need a partner to practice. You can speak to yourself at home. Describe what you're doing. "I am cooking lunch," or "I am cleaning my room." This helps your brain get used to thinking and speaking in English.
Yes, and another way is to find a language partner or tutor online. Even short conversations, 5 to 10 minutes a day, can make a huge difference. Platforms like language exchange apps or online classrooms are great for this.
And don't forget, repetition is key. The more you speak, the more confident you become. You'll start forming sentences automatically without overthinking grammar or vocabulary.
Also, try to use new words and phrases while speaking. For example, if you learned the word delicious, try saying, "This cake is delicious." It makes your learning practical and fun.
So the takeaway is simple. Speak English every single day, even if it's just a few sentences. Your fluency grows step by step, and soon speaking will feel natural.
Exactly. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Start speaking today, and remember, confidence is more important than perfection.
All right, Julia. Now let's talk about an important tip. Thinking in English instead of translating from your native language. This step can really speed up your fluency.
Yes, many learners make the mistake of thinking in their own language first and then translating word by word. This slows you down and makes speaking feel unnatural.
Exactly. For example, if you want to say, I am very happy today, don't think in your language and then translate. Instead, try to form the sentence directly in English. It takes practice, but it's worth it.
One easy way to practice this is to describe your surroundings or actions in English. For example, when you're cooking, think, I am cutting the vegetables, or when walking. The weather is sunny today.
Yes. Another method is to ask yourself simple questions in English during the day, like, what should I eat? Or, what will I do tomorrow? Then answer in English. This trains your brain to think naturally in English.
And don't worry if it feels difficult at first. Your brain is used to translating, so it will take some time. But with consistent practice, you'll start thinking in English automatically, and your speaking will become much faster and smoother.
So the key is to practice thinking in English daily, even in small ways. Stop translating. Start forming your thoughts directly in English, and you'll notice a big improvement in your fluency.
Exactly. Thinking in English makes speaking feel natural, and that's exactly what fluency is all about. Start today, even with simple sentences, and you'll see the difference in a few weeks.
All right, Julia. Now let's talk about something exciting. Using AI and technology to improve your English in 2026. Technology has made learning so much easier and more fun.
That's right, Jason. There are AI apps, chatbots, and online platforms where you can practice speaking, get instant corrections, and even have conversations in English anytime you want.
For example, you can use AI chatbots to practice dialogues. You type or speak, and the AI responds like a real person. This is a safe way to practice without feeling shy or nervous.
And don't forget about voice recognition tools. They listen to your pronunciation and tell you if it's correct. It's like having a personal teacher available 24/7.
Exactly. You can also use technology to listen to podcasts, watch English videos with subtitles, and repeat sentences. These tools make learning more interactive and help you improve faster.
So the key is to use AI and technology every day. Even just 10 to 15 minutes can make a big difference. It's fun, effective, and perfect for practicing English anytime, anywhere.
Yes! In 2026, we have amazing tools to practice, so there's no excuse not to use them. AI can really speed up your fluency journey. All right, Julia. Now let's talk about pronunciation and intonation. Even if you know words and grammar, speaking fluently also means pronouncing words clearly and sounding natural.
Yes, Jason. Pronunciation is not about having a perfect accent. It's about being understood. Intonation, the rise and fall of your voice, makes your speech sound more natural and easier to follow.
One simple technique is shadowing. Listen to a short sentence or phrase from a podcast or video, and then repeat it exactly, copying the rhythm, stress, and tone of the speaker.
Another tip is to record yourself speaking. Then listen and compare your pronunciation with native speakers. You'll notice small mistakes and can correct them over time.
And don't forget to focus on common problem sounds in English. For example, words like think or walk can be tricky for some learners. Practice them slowly, then gradually speak faster as you improve.
So the key takeaway is practice pronunciation daily, use shadowing, listen carefully, and don't be afraid to make mistakes. This makes your speaking clearer and more confident.
Exactly! Good pronunciation and natural intonation make your English sound fluent, even if your vocabulary is still growing. All right, Julia, now we come to a very important step: building confidence and staying motivated. You can know all the words and grammar, but if you're afraid to speak, it will slow down your fluency.
That's true, Jason. Many learners hesitate because they fear making mistakes or being judged. But the truth is, mistakes are part of learning. Every fluent speaker made mistakes when they started.
Exactly. One way to build confidence is to start small. Speak short sentences, practice simple conversations, and gradually challenge yourself with longer sentences. Each success, no matter how small, boosts your confidence.
And motivation is key too. Set small, achievable goals. For example, learn 5 new words a day or speak for 5 minutes without stopping. Celebrate your progress. This keeps learning fun and encouraging.
Another tip is to surround yourself with English. Listen to music, watch shows, or read in English. When you see progress in different ways, it motivates you to keep going.
Exactly. And remember, confidence grows over time. Speak as much as you can, focus on progress, not perfection, and be kind to yourself. Even small steps every day lead to big results.
So, the key takeaway: believe in yourself, embrace mistakes, set small goals, and stay motivated. This mindset is what separates learners who struggle from those who become fluent. All right, Julia, now let's talk about joining communities and speaking with others. Practicing alone is helpful, but speaking with real people is one of the fastest ways to become fluent.
That's right, Jason. There are many online communities, language clubs, and social groups where learners can practice English. You can chat, do video calls, or even join discussion forums.
And the best part is, you get real feedback. Other people can correct your mistakes, suggest new words or phrases, and share tips from their own experience. This helps you improve much faster.
Also, speaking with others makes learning fun and social. You can make friends from all over the world, share your interests, and feel motivated to speak more regularly.
So if you really want to boost your fluency, don't isolate yourself. Join English-speaking communities, participate in conversations, and practice as often as possible.
Exactly. Even small conversations every day can make a huge difference. Remember, fluency grows when you speak and interact with others, not just when you study alone.
All right, Julia, now let's talk about some common mistakes that English learners make and how to fix them. Even small mistakes can slow down your progress if you don't notice them.
That's right, Jason. One common mistake is translating word by word from your native language. This makes sentences sound unnatural and slows down your speaking.
The fix is simple. Think in English instead of translating. Form your sentences directly in English, even if they are short and simple at first.
Another mistake is focusing too much on grammar while speaking. Many learners stop mid-sentence to correct themselves, and this kills the flow of conversation.
Yes, the solution is to focus on communication first, grammar second. Speak naturally, and over time, your grammar will improve automatically.
Some learners also avoid speaking because of fear. They worry about making mistakes or sounding silly. But the truth is, mistakes are part of learning.
The fix? Practice every day, speak confidently, and learn from your mistakes. Remember, each mistake is a step closer to fluency.
So, to sum up, avoid translating, don't overthink grammar, and don't be afraid to speak. If you follow these tips, you'll notice big improvements in your English speaking.
All right, Julia, we've covered a lot today. Let's quickly summarize. To become fluent in English, remember these key steps. Build strong vocabulary, listen actively, speak every day, think in English, use AI and technology, practice pronunciation and intonation. Stay confident and motivated, and speak with others.
That's right, Jason. And don't forget to avoid common mistakes. Don't translate word by word. Don't overthink grammar, and never be afraid to make mistakes. Fluency is about progress, not perfection.
Exactly. The most important thing is to practice consistently every day. Even small steps matter. Speak a little, listen a little, and learn a little every day. And soon, your English will improve faster than you think.
And remember, fluency is a journey. Celebrate your small successes, be patient with yourself, and enjoy the process. Confidence, consistency, and practice are your best tools.
So, start today. Take action, speak, listen, and use the tips we shared. Your English fluency in 2026 is completely possible, and it starts with the choices you make right now.
Thank you so much for listening. We hope this episode inspires you to speak English confidently and enjoy the learning journey. Keep practicing, stay motivated, and we'll see you in the next episode.